Hello YouTube, this is J Blakespace, and I will be talking about cryptography today. I'm going to be going over 2 points, simple substitution ciphers and complex substitution ciphers. I'm just going to do a brief introduction on complex substitution ciphers, since, well, I'm only going to be doing this in like 5 minutes, so let's go. So in simple substitution ciphers, there are 3 different kinds I'm going to be going over. There are shifting ciphers, where you shift the alphabet over a certain amount to make a new alphabet, and then first letter in that alphabet equals first letter in the other alphabet that has been shifted. So like A will equal B, B will equal C, or C will equal A. Then you have your alphanumeric. This is one we all used in kindergarten. A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3. Real easy, real simple. Then there could be other ones with other symbols that mean letters or whatever. And those are medium in difficulty. They're pretty easy, like really easy if the symbols are close to the English language, but they can get progressively harder the farther away the symbols are from the English language. But also, since each symbol is the same, or it corresponds to the same letter if it's the same symbol, it'll still be fairly easy to crack. You can also combine ciphers, so you can have a shifting cipher and an alphanumeric cipher that are then translated into symbols if you want to, increase your level of difficulty there, and different amounts of combinations can produce different levels of difficulty. An example of a shifting cipher is this one here. It's called, I call it S3 for shift 3, because you're shifting A to C, B to D, C to E, etc. So J, G, N, N, Q, Y, Q, T, N, F is hello world. The ease of use for this one is 10 out of 10, because I think that anyone can really use this if they have the brain. And its difficulty to crack is also fairly easy if you're looking for it. If you aren't really looking for it, you can confuse it for either just a randomization substitution cipher where, let's say, A equals H, G equals, I don't know, Z or whatever, and there's no real pattern to it. So it can get kind of confusing if you're looking for that one first, which is why I usually look for shifting ciphers first. I call this the layman's cipher because anyone can really use this, and it's a fairly decent cipher. This one is alphanumeric. This one is dirt easy to crack, dirt easy to use, and I'm pretty sure everyone in the world has used this at some point. Maybe not the world, probably just the United States, but still. It's fairly common, so A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4. Yeah, it's pretty easy. 8, 5, 12, 12, 15, 23, 15, 18, 12, 4 is hello world. The ease of use I gave on this one is 11 out of 10 because it's just that easy to use, and its difficulty to crack is non-existent because it's just that easy to crack. I call this one the retarded man's cipher, since this is the first thing any cryptographer will look for. If there's numbers, they will try this cipher immediately. Other examples are if you make your own symbols, so antenna triangle is A, 2 slashes is B, 2 arcs with a line through it is C, circle dot is D, etc. So all this stuff would equal hello world or whatever. I know I didn't really copy the cipher very well, but whatever. So the ease of use of this is variable. If it's really close to the English language in the way that the symbols look, then it will be really easy to crack. If it's not at all the way English looks, like if you use Japanese symbols, then it'll be harder to solve, but since each symbol corresponds to just one letter, it'll still be pretty easy to crack. There's also another kind of substitution cipher called a keyword cipher, where you have a keyword of 5 letters with no repeating letters, like banks. You can't have repeating letters because I'll show you why in a second. But what you do is you write down your code word on the top of the page, and then you write underneath it all the letters of the alphabet in order, skipping the letters that are in your code word. So in this case, I have at the top of my sheet, at the top of my matrix thing, I have banks. And then under it I would start with A, but A is in banks, so is B, so I start with C. D, E, F, G, H, I, J. K is in bank, so I skip that. L, M, N is in bank, so I skip that one. O, P, Q, R. S is in bank, so I skip that one. T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Then you read it off from the top down in rows. So B, C, H, O, U, Z, A, D, I, P, V, etc. And then you put the original alphabet underneath that. In this case, D, U, N, N, Q, G, Q, F, N, O would be Hello World. That one is fairly interesting. And if you combine it with like an alphanumeric one or a symbol substitution, then it can get pretty deep. You can also add some shifting ciphers in there for a little finesse or whatever. Anyway, a brief introduction to complex substitution ciphers. Basically, a complex cipher is just, instead of a symbol meaning a letter, a symbol is a concept. You can see this in the Japanese language where they have those kanjis, where a symbol is like for fire or water or whatever, and it's just one symbol, but it means an entire word. That's basically a complex substitution cipher. It's the same basic concept, though, because you're substituting a symbol for a thing, and that's basically how substitution ciphers work. Now, before I wrap up this video, I just want to show you two codes that me and my brother actually use. This one my brother made. It's based on resistor color codes, something. Anyway, so, you know, good luck solving these. This one I made, it's based on Feynman diagrams. This particular one is actually a message for someone. You know who you are, but, you know, anyone can solve it. If you aren't the person that's meant to solve it, then, you know, it won't really mean anything to you. But, yeah. So, that's about it when it comes to simple substitution ciphers. Join me next time. I'm going to be talking about complex substitution ciphers a little more, and more importantly, I'm going to be talking about how to make your own cipher, and I will be trying out making a new cipher based on playing cards. So, I hope you'll join me for that. This is J Blank Space, and I'm signing off.